A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He breaks a tackle. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
At the 38-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Georgia.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And the
really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Let's see what he can do with it. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Ready, fight.
Motion from the wideout. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. Reads it, fires complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And the Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, you get the completion, and now it's decision time for the head coach, right? This is a massive one, too. Fourth and short on your own end of the field. What do you do?
And the offense will stay on the field, do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Has to get there to rid of the sticks. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on. But with the defense getting that stop on fourth down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Using his legs, it's Frazier. He has the first and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, it's an electrifying run. And you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time.
All out of space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's left with no option, he just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Bell.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end run.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on fourth down. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll try the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Moving out of the pocket. Fires downfield. He's got an open man. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
That's a great job getting the first down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the first round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Finds his tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
To the air on first down. Fires to the right. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Escapes the sack. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down, It looks like pass. He pulls it down, he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They got a 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2, flip it.
Running to the left. He's brought down, just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looking for a crease. It's ball. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Ohio State.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for space. It's Frazier. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Right back to the well. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, this running back has been the only guy how he seems touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Going to the running game. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He'll try it again. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
On first down, it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Well, this is not what the doctor ordered in terms of starting field position. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo. He wants to change this route. Right back to it. The Buckeyes have a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. To the air, it's Sayin. Skips away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it.
On the set.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. Got his man. It's a running room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback. Pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And the Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. On over the middle, it's Peoples. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. Here we go in the first drive of this third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Punt is in the air. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Bell. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll run it to the right. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Really nice play called by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last 2 drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down the quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Bell. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Give to the running back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Man, these slant routes you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, and that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. QB draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
42 Spider.
The give to the back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Georgia, 0.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Sayed. Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. creates a little space. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's it fly. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Pulls it in, it's Tate. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. A low line drive and short kick. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it. Gonna take a shot. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
They'll get this drive started from the 29. The offense changing the play. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run. Back it up with a pass. Getting the first down. A few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41.
Let's go.
They'll try the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. To the air, it's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. Powers through the defender. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Let's send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.